First artist I fell in love with was probably Alanis Morissette or Pink, but sexually probably Nelly. Hey, it's Anne-Marie, and these are my firsts with Enemy. I think the first CD I bought was Christina Aguilera, Stripped. That was the first CD. But my first cassette was Mr. Blobby. The first tattoo I got was these ones on my fingers, and I got 4 in one go because I just am like, I'm annoying like that, and I just have to go in. Yeah, this one is for my 2 nans. This one is on my wedding finger, but it's for my mum, dad, and sister. And this one is to always like look forward. I don't know, I was going to do an arrow, but I thought that would be too much. So yeah, that's just to remind me to keep looking forward. Text I sent this morning was, I'm just so tired. I said that to my manager and my assistant. The funny thing is, when we had no work and nothing to do, I said to myself and to everyone around me, I'm never gonna moan again. When we start doing stuff, I'm never gonna moan. And now we're doing stuff, I'm moaning. So I didn't stick to that. First band I was in, I don't think I officially made a band, but one time when I was doing talent competitions, instead of singing to the backing track, I got my friends to play guitar and drums with me. Yeah, I think that probably sounded terrible, but I loved it because it was live music, so yeah. The first gig I went to is probably Enter Shikari. I think I was quite late to this gigging industry, the gigging crew. I think that those were probably when I was about 19, those gigs. But I guess I did actually go to that V Festival when I was 18, and I remember seeing Pete Doherty there and MGMT, so probably, maybe they count as the first ones rather than the other ones. Yeah, the first festival I went to was V Festival, and that was because my friend split up with his girlfriend, and he asked if I wanted this free ticket, so I was like, yes! So I went there, and it was one of my favourite times ever, actually. It was my first proper experience of a festival, you know, like weeing in the cup and then pouring it out of your tent, that kind of vibe. That's disgusting, but I did do that. It was boiling hot when you wake up in the morning. And I remember making friends with so many strangers. And it's just the best vibe of festival, I think. Yeah, that's where I saw Pete Doherty. And Amy Winehouse was there too, on stage with him. So that was a proper good memory to have. The first song I finished writing was probably a song called Boy 6. This was like when I first got into the industry and I was still figuring out how to write a song or what to even say. And basically I just wrote about every boyfriend I'd had who was terrible and wrote every tiny detail about them in a song. So it's called Boy 6, about 6 boys that I don't like. So the first live gig I played, before I was Anne-Marie, I used to do live Motown tribute show, and I used to travel around the UK as a Motown tribute show. If they count, then that. But my first show as an artist was probably, my solo show was Oslo, a venue called Oslo in Hackney. And that was like 200 people capacity, I think. And the tickets were like £5.50, which was so cool. First time I heard my song on the radio was I was touring with Rudimental and we'd landed in LA, I think it was. And I turned my phone on and my manager has said, Annie Max just played Karate on the radio. That was like one of my first ever songs I'd released on an EP, and it was so odd to me that had been played. And then since then, every time I hear my songs on the radio, I still get freaked out the same. It still baffles me that that's me on the radio. First thing I do when I get off stage from a gig, do a jigsaw puzzle. That's what I was trying to do the whole time I was touring. I'd start the jigsaw puzzle before I went on stage and finish it after I come off. I mean, after touring with Rudimental and like having the biggest party every night after touring, I did the complete opposite and done a jigsaw after every show. So yeah, jigsaw puzzle. First thing I'm gonna do when my album Therapy is released is have about 5 WKDs in a row. I'm gonna have a big party, hopefully, yeah, with my friends and family. I want to celebrate with everyone that I wrote it with and worked on it with, so it's gonna be a big party.